What's up? Not a car guy here, and guess what? It's not raining. The sun is shining, so you know what that means. I gotta put on a tank top and some booty shorts and do a car video. So today I'll be replacing the weather stripping on the driver's side. So here's the deal. I put in CJ Pony parts on the passenger side, and I ordered both, but one got put on back order. And while I was waiting for that to be in stock, I got impatient and ended up ordering one on American Muscle. And then the day after I ordered it on American Muscle, CJ Pony Parts said, "Hey, congratulations, we're shipping you the item you ordered." And I didn't realize how that works, so so I had to ship it back. But I thought that would be an opportunity to see which one's better, if at all. I think the American Muscle one was a little bit cheaper. So let's get to it and see what we find. Right here is the very reason why I purchased the weather stripping. Soon after I got this car, I noticed that there seemed to be a lot of moisture getting in, as you can see on the back glass here, and it was getting pretty bad on the side windows as well. I replaced one side already, and it's gotten a lot better on that side, so I'm hoping that replacing both will take care of the problem entirely. Here's the new CJ Pony Parts weather stripping already installed so that you can see what it's supposed to look like, and it gives you a little bit of a reference. Here's a look at the door closed so that you can see how the window seals against it. I know that it's difficult to see. Turns out filming through a window on a small dark detail is actually difficult to capture, but hopefully you can make some sense of what you're seeing. This is the driver's side with the old weather stripping. See what's happening in the corner there? The window isn't pressing up against the weather stripping, and it causes that gap. Through that gap, the moisture is getting in, and even though you can only see it on the windows when it happens, that moisture is also getting on the headliner and will potentially mold if you don't do anything to stop it. Keep in mind, this car is 17 years old, and the doors are pretty heavy. The only mechanism for sealing is really just the window pressing up against the weather stripping. So over all that time, the weather stripping wears and stretches, and it doesn't line up so well anymore and creates that gap. Well, so right off the bat, I'm not entirely stoked that it appears that this weather stripping has been on a car previously, or I don't know what they got living in their shop, but this does not look brand new and unused. However, it still looks like all the clips are there and that it's still usable and in good shape, so it'll probably still work. But I think I'll just clean it up a bit to make it look nice and new regardless. A couple tools that will be helpful for this removal and install are a panel tool and this plastic thing that is one of my favorite tools because you can use it for so many different applications. I got a little kit on Amazon for about $9. You can use the panel tool to take out the clips like so. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and 1 in the center. And this is the part where I put a nice scratch in the paint. Shh, no one will ever know. We'll just cover that up, it'll be our little secret. And now you can just pull the stripping out of the channel. Pull the clip out at the top, and then pull the stripping down to the clips in the door jamb. And you might as well take a moment to clean out the channel while it's exposed. There are many ways to do this, but what worked best for me is to start in the upper corner, push the clip in, and then work your way directly down. The idea is to fit the lip on the stripping inside the channel on the car, and just try to get it in the best that you can. From here you you can push the 5 clips in at the bottom, but make sure to tuck that piece of the stripping underneath the window trim before you push in the final 2 clips. Now if you find a place where the stripping isn't tucking back where it should, this is where my favorite tool comes in. Just take your plastic stick and work the stripping in behind the door trim, like so. Now to get the rest of the stripping in along this channel. It doesn't always want to stay in the channel, so I ended up pushing in the pins near the door jamb and then working in the areas that were falling out. And the final touch is to just roll up the window and it pushes the seal all the way into the channel. And there's the final product. As you can see, there's still a tiny bit of a gap, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. And in case you were wondering, there are a lot of places where the weather stripping seems like it can't decide if it wants to be in front of the interior or tucked behind it. And as far as I can tell, that's just kind of the way it goes. So if this is happening to you, it also happened to me. Alright, to wrap it up, let's just do a quick comparison of the two. Here's the CJ Pony Parts passenger side weather stripping, and here's the American Muscle side. And you can see there's still a bit of a gap there that I'm not too crazy about. Now I've had these installed for a few weeks now just to give them some time and see how they hold up, and they've been working pretty well. I haven't had any moisture issues since, so it's a win, and they both work pretty well. But the question is, which one is better? I give a slight edge to CJ Pony Parts because I think it's just a better fit, but it will cost you a little bit more. It's not that much more. However, if you do order 2, you might only receive 1, and it might take a week or 2 to get the other one sent to you. So that may factor in the decision you make. If you're short on time and you just need to fix a problem, or you just want it at a cheaper cost, then you can go with American Muscle, and it'll still work, but it's not. It is not the best quality. If you have any questions, you can shoot me a message. It's best to get me on Instagram. Otherwise, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm not a car guy, but I will be. Giddy up!